In this video, we are going to talk about properties of discrete random variables. We have example here. So let's say you have a random variable x that takes on three values. So that takes on a value of 3, 6, and 9. The probability that the variable takes on a value of 3 is 0.25. The probability that it takes on a value of 6 is 0.5. And the probability that it takes on a value of 9 is 0.25. Okay, so we are going to try to find the mean or the expected value of this discrete random variable, the variance, and the standard deviation. So let's start with the mean. So the mean or the expected value is given as e of x. The formula for finding it, e of x, is defined as summation of the product of x multiplied by its related probability. Okay, so we already have x and f of x already given, so we can create a new column and estimate x times f of x. So let's do that. So we have x times f of x. Okay, so 3 times 0.25, that is 0.75. You have 6 times zero point 0.5, that is 3. And you have 9 times 0.25, which is 2.25. Okay, so the mean or the expected value is the summation of x times f of x. So if we sum everything here, so 0.75 plus 3 plus 2.25, you get 6. So that is the mean or the expected value of this discrete random variable. So let's look at the second one. So how do we calculate the variance? So the variance is defined as summation of the squared deviation of x, the difference, the square deviation of x and the expected value of x. So x, the value of x minus expected value of x, all squared, and you sum across. Okay, so we have already calculated x, expected value of x. And so let's create another column that does calculate x minus the expected value of x all squared. I'm gonna put another one here. So we're gonna put that column right here. So let's have x minus x times f of x. Okay, all squared. So the first row, the x value takes on a value of 3. What is x times f of x? We've already calculated that here. So 3 minus 0.75 and we squared the answer. That gives us 5.0625. And the next is 6 minus 3 squared. That gives us 9. The next is 9 minus 2.25 squared. That gives us 45.5625. Okay. So we have the last step is to take the sum of the square deviation and multiply by the related probabilities. Okay, so and by the way, E of x is the same as x times x multiplied by f of x. Okay, so now let's take our sum of square deviation of x from its uh, mean or expected value and multiply by the related probabilities that we are given here. Okay, so let's create a column for that. That will be x minus x times f of x. Okay, so whole squared times f of x. Okay, so let's do that calculation. So we take our values that we have in this column and multiply them by f of x. So we do that. So 0.25 times 5.0625, that gives us 1.2656. The next one, 9 times 0.5, that gives us 4.5. The next 0.25 times 45.525, that gives us 11.39. Okay, so to get the variance, we need to sum across this estimate. So let's add all of it up. We do that, we get 17.1556. Okay, so the variance is equal to 17.1556. Okay, so what is the standard deviation? The standard deviation is the square root of the variance of x. So we just calculated the variance to be 17.1556. So we take the square root and that gives us 4.14. Okay, so that is how you calculate the mean or the expected value and the variance and the standard deviation of a discrete random variable. Thank you.